Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Patch, and today I'm here, not in the world of Red Cubed, because it ended, and we're all very sad, and Jake's mourning over here. Jake, stop crying. But yes, I am here today with Jake, and
Hello.
we are in a very unfamiliar place to even kind of ourselves, because it's new. Um, and Jake, do you want to tell him what we're doing here?
We are making a PvP-based adventure map. Oh my god, I called it an adventure map again. It's a PvP minigame thing, heavily inspired by TF2, Team Fortress 2, for those of you who haven't been on the internet.
And
Uh,
is it raining? Because the sky just got dark. I
yeah,
just
I
typed
know.
weather clear. Weather clear. There we go. Um,
I think I just
so
turned it back on.
no, I did it. Wait, you weather clear. You're a moron, Jake. Um,
He's been
so
saying that the entirety of the time we've been building this.
yeah. So
So, Patch, what is this lag machine over
I
here?
was gonna get into. Oh, stop flying over it! Stop flying over it. Um, So, like Jake said, we're building a map that is heavily inspired by TF2, and I feel it necessary to mention that we do know that Seth Bling built something very similar about a year and a half ago, and we're not trying to rip him off. Some of the technologies that we use may look the same, but rest assured this is not a copy. His map doesn't even work anymore, as far as I know. And we might have taken some inspiration from him, but this is by far not a
Oop,
copy. Um, so with that out of the way, Jake,
oop.
what were you saying?
This lag machine right here is another one of Seth Bling's inventions that we are going to use.
Yeah, so basically, here's the technical walk down. If you don't want to see this, you can go ahead and skip to the part of the video where we actually do something interesting, and there will be an annotation on the screen in both our videos.
You suck, you know that?
So go ahead and click that right now. But onto the technical explanation. Basically, when you spawn in Minecraft, you have, for the very first time, you have the opportunity to spawn in a number of places in relation to the spawn block. It approximately 16 blocks in each direction out of the spawn block. So this is basically a 35 by 35 block pad, and you can spawn anywhere on here, and the tripwire is making it very laggy in this snapshot for some reason. Um,
Right.
right, so
Like I've been over these pads in normal Minecraft, one of the stable builds, and it has not lagged
yeah,
this much.
this is something weird with tripwire, probably a lighting glitch or something. And basically what this huge sign that says enable command blocks does, and these few smaller signs that detail what happens, is if you load this map, if you load a map up on a server and don't enable command blocks, none of this map is going to work, and you're just going to get stuck on this pad. So these blocks tell you what to do. You need to go into the server properties and enable it, and that's basically everything that happens on this platform. In case you're wondering, these invisible blocks are the new barrier block, which is, as I mentioned in a few words ago, they're invisible. Right.
Yep.
Doing an absolutely
They
terrible.
also have lighting glitches.
No, that's fixed in the B version.
Oops.
It's
That's how it works.
it's already fixed. Yep. And basically, this is on a clock, so anytime someone stands on the tripwire, it turns on this clock, and that's so if multiple people connect at the same time, they won't get stuck on the pad, which was another thing that Seth Bling found out that I'm building off of here. And so every five ticks, someone gets teleported, and basically in the snapshot you can now select a box for what you could basically select a box of space using the arguments dx, dy, and dz, and
I didn't know that.
so that's basically what this command block does. It selects a box within here. Oh, I got too close to the box. Oh, how did I end up with... we don't want that. Um, so you've just seen the system in motion on my end. As it selects a... let me go ahead and kill that item. kill all E type equal. There we go. Great. So, as it selects a box that's about 3 by 1, 2, 3, 3 by 35 by 35. Got too close again. Jake, did you step on the tripwire?
Yeah.
Oh, you suck. Oh, for goodness sake. I'm never gonna get any.
I don't think you need to get close to it anymore.
I just, I killed the item. I think I might have broken a barrier somewhere.
That was great. That was fun.
Oh well. Yeah. So, that's basically everything that happens over here. That's the block I broke. This box, basically everything it does is what it says on this side. It gives the player every single achievement at once. Now you didn't see that because it only happens the very first time they step in the box, and we've both done it a couple of times, but it gives them every single achievement at once so they're not popping up throughout the map. It also sets the game mode, and these are all box arguments so that it only occurs to anyone standing in this box. And it also changes their spawn point to that little room over there. That's not permanent. We will actually build a proper spawn shortly. And then it teleports them into this box, which is probably the coolest one. If you load up the map in single-player mode, this box will give you a warning, and eventually will teleport you to a different place, but we haven't worked that out just yet. I've broken the argument selector. Jake, do you want to go... Well, that's the warning you get. Jake, do you want to go stand on the tripwire?
Yes, I do.
So... This is actually a concept that I have figured out myself. I don't think anyone else has done this before. There's a couple of commands that only appear in multiplayer. Now these are commands such as the ban command, like that.
You'll have to
the op
mask the IP.
The op command, the deop command, stuff like that only appear on servers. Now the only one of these commands that actually works in a command block is /list. And it will, if you're on a server, it doesn't matter how many players are online, it will always output, the command block will always register as having done this command, and it works. So, that means that every single time you're on a server, it's another clock, this pulses, and it tests for the list command. If you're on a server, you get an output. If you're not, you don't. So the whole purpose of this box is to test that you're on a server and give you a warning if you're not. And that sort of brings me to the end of all the technical mumbo-jumbo that we want to show you right now. I'm going to give you a little bit of a preview of something that I will be showing on my channel in a couple of days. Shameless plug. Called the kit box, and I turned off the clock because it was not working, but let me fix that.
Because it messed up the inventory.
Yeah. So basically, if you type something in this book, it will do that, and
that is some cool stuff.
That is very cool. It will... Alright, if we're both doing it at the same time, sometimes it glitches, but...
Well, it's designed for single-player map building.
Actually, I'm not sure why the first one isn't working, but I will have to...
because you created an infinite feedback loop.
I should
somehow.
Not be
I don't know how.
Feedback loop.
Oh, you put a...
Alright, let's try that.
I don't know why, actually. Oh, this command... Oh, yes, it is. I don't know, Patch.
That is very... Oh. That is very weird. I will have to play around with that, but this is technology that clearly does not function properly, and we will... but that's something that I will be showing on my channel in a couple of days, once it actually works. Do you want to go ahead and turn that off? Actually, it probably does lag the server.
Oh yeah, it does.
Also, I've noticed some bugs with the hand. Here, look at what happens to your hand if I shift.
Oh
Yeah, no,
yeah.
you shift. See, it just goes kind of wobbly. It's a snapshot bug. So now we are going to get on to the interesting stuff. And if you skipped,
The-
I would go back and watch that because it's all cool and revolutionary. But if you didn't, thanks for staying with us.
So let's start with this
And
stuff.
Jake, I'm going to turn
These
this over
command
to you.
blocks that have nothing to do with the actual game. This one is actually not important to the game at all. It just gives you an iron helmet that gives you an extra 200 health, which is
Yeah, you
100
can
hearts.
see that we've been so busy building the map that we haven't had time to play with commands at all. Yeah, we've been
Right. This one gives you just regeneration for every time we test the classes. What does this one
This
do?
one
This
gives
one
you a
gives.
cool-looking hat. Now, I wasn't actually going to show them any of this, Jake, because
Well,
none
I
of this
did.
is actually important.
This one. I
That
don't
one
know what
gives
that one does.
everyone
Oh, this one fills your
saturation
hunger.
so that you don't have hunger. And this one
This
takes
one
every
removes
potion effect.
everything.
What does this do?
And this is just a clear
Right.
inventory.
So, having done all of that, we're going to get on to the next part of this. Like I said, this is going to be a very Team Fortress 2 inspired map, and I'm getting tremendous lag all of a sudden. There we go.
I'm
It's going to
not.
be a very TF2 inspired map, so we have a number of classes that we are going to show off. Why is my health still 99?
I'm not sure.
Or game mode 2. That's a bug. You start explaining the classes while I try and fix this.
So we have a bunch of classes. I'll name them for you, but I'm only going to show you two. So far, we have the tank, the soldier, the archer, the medic, the engineer, the spy, and the alchemist. We still need to think of one more.
Maybe even a
You can leave
couple
suggestions, but by the time this video comes out, we'll probably have all the classes we are going to have. But if we get a really cool suggestion, we
more.
might
Yeah,
add it in.
we're not limited to 8 classes. That's just going to be the starter when
Right.
we release the
right.
map.
We are going to show you the soldier.
Jake's going to be the soldier,
And if Patch
I
wants
will be the archer.
Yes, I am.
And these are going to be classes that you see in game. We're thinking of doing stuff like King of the Hill, Capture the Flag. I think Seth Bling has done Capture the Flag actually, but like I said, that map no longer works, and we would be doing something, well, similar, not the same. I'm going to turn down my chunk loading distance because it's not working.
Alright, so I'm going to go over what the soldier has, then Patch will go over what the archer has. I have the soldier's gear, which is the soldier's helmet, cuirass, leggings, and boots. The cuirass has protection 4. And I have the soldier's bow, which can only shoot 16 times, and has Infinity 1. Well, it has Infinity 1, but can only shoot 16 times
It'll
because
break
the soldier...
after 16 shots, so,
Right.
yeah.
And he has the soldier sword, which is a knockback 1 diamond sword, which is pretty good.
Yeah, so this
Patch?
class is the archer class. Basically, the hat gives you a little bit more speed, so you're a little bit faster. Nothing really happens... Let me turn off my data values. Nothing really happens with the pants or the tunic, but they are renamed wonderfully. And every gear... all the armor on every class is unbreakable so far. The boots have feather falling. Does not really apply yet because we don't have a map yet. But
yeah, we gotta
that
get
will be
around
something
that.
neat. And he basically has a very powerful bow, power 2, Infinity 1, that is unbreakable. He's also supposed to get a sword that I'm just going to go ahead and spawn in because
Yeah, we'll eventually give him one.
1-0.
So you probably want to see us fight with these classes, don't you?
I've given myself a wood. He's also going to get a wooden sword. So these are pretty balanced as far as we can tell. So
Yes.
do you want to go ahead and have a fight?
Yep. So you want to count it down?
Definitely. 3,
All right, go for it.
2, 1. This might not have been a good idea. I'm not good with a bow. Oh, I'm not doing too bad.
Oh God, you're gonna get me.
Oh, yeah, your bow isn't that powerful. Oh, your sword is quite powerful, though. Oh, yeah.
I got him. All right. So that's what a small. That's the small scale part of what this is
You'll
going
be
to
able to
be.
respawn in the map, of course. Hey, there we go.
Oh, I was right by the
Right by
healing
the
thing.
healing thing. Um, do you want to show them 2 more classes, or
Oh, we can. What
I
classes
was
do you want to show them, though?
thinking tank and maybe engineer.
Tank and engineer,
All right.
sure.
So
So
these
this
ones
is the Black Spike.
these
This is
ones
the
are a little
tank
bit
class.
more uh, detailed, I should say. And these are classes
Yes. The tank. I'm gonna go over
All
the
right,
tank
go
here
ahead.
now. As you will notice, the tank is noticeably slower than the
Oh yeah,
last
you
one.
might want to
The
increase
tank gets
your
a helmet.
FOV.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I don't
okay.
think so, though. I'm not gonna.
Well,
You
I don't
can.
need to.
Everything is beautifully named and with lore too, except the curious. Curious.
I
You
will
gotta
have
add
to
that.
fix that.
So
This is very, very, very
every
in
part.
development right now. You probably won't be playing
Yeah,
the
it's
map for another
pre-alpha.
month or so. Maybe
Maybe
more.
even more than that. But we have the tank helmet, the tank curious, the tank leggings, and the tank boots, which all have protection 4. And he gets a sharpness 2 diamond sword, and as well as a healing potion. But the one drawback of the tank class is that he's very slow, as you can see on the helmet. It is minus 0.05 speed, which doesn't seem like a lot, but it is a lot. You are slower than walking normally.
Yeah.
And another big disadvantage is that he does not have any ranged damage, and the biggest disadvantage is you cannot jump. So, Patch, what's your
My class is pretty balanced. I basically have a little bit of speed. He has blast protection 2 on everything except for the helmet because it didn't look very good. And he gets a little bit of a speed boost as well, and feather falling. The engineer is the only class so far who doesn't have a sword of some kind. This is the engineer's multi-tool, which is a pair of shears with 6 attack damage and knockback 3. And it says
basically
it
an
can
iron
also
sword.
break through glass, which will be an advantage on one of the maps that we're planning. I won't get into detail there because I haven't completely figured that out yet. And this is the engineer's pellet launcher, which is a punch to infinity bow, and it breaks after 32 shots. The idea with the engineer is that he gets knockback equipment, and that will allow him to knock his foes back enough that he has time to place the real arsenal, which are the turrets. Now, as most of you can tell, these are just spawn eggs renamed, but the exploding turret, which is a creeper, you get 2 of those. You get a sniper turret, and you get a debuff turret, which is a skeleton and a witch,
An overpowered, stupid
It's
turret. I hate
easy
it.
to beat if you know what you're doing. The engineer's drawbacks, of course, is that he needs to get close to his foe to place the turrets, or they're going to turn on him. The tank is also immune to... I'm just going to hit you once. He's immune to all of the knockback because he is the tank class. He's very...
Oh, I forgot to mention that. I also have 10 knockback resistance, which basically means I
can
can't
punch
be
you
knocked
repeatedly
back.
and you're not going to get knocked back. Or take
Or take
damage,
damage.
because punching the tank is not a very good way of killing him.
Right. I took
Yeah, but
half
that took
hard
like
there.
4 hits. So yeah, the engineer you have to get really crafty, and the tank is just literally what it says on the tin. So, do you want to give it a
Tin.
shot? You count us in this time.
Yeah, sure. Alright. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I can outrun him going backwards.
Go.
But if he starts
Yeah.
jumping... Oh. Ah, that completely missed. Oh, that was
yes,
a
I got him.
terrible
I got-
fight.
Yeah, you beat me before, and I was
Yeah.
actually trying, so it could go
Yeah, if
either
you wanna
way with
try that-
either of these. Like,
Do you want
we
to
tried to make the
kill
tank
those
really
things,
powerful.
and I'm going to try that again.
I did. Alright, I'm just gonna remove my
Um,
potion effects. Oh, I can't
We're just
because
doing it again, Jake.
I'll lose my... Alright, I'll just remove them and then get the tank class again.
There we go. Yeah, the inventory is also a little bit... I've noticed the UI is a little bit buggy in this version as well. Now the engineer does have a decent attack damage, so if you can get behind your foe, you have a better chance of hitting them. Okay, I'll count down this time.
Right.
As soon as you're healed. Okay,
All
3,
right.
2, 1, go. And the pellet launcher is, of course, just a bow with punch on it.
How did you miss that?
You miss what? Oh, for goodness sake. You can definitely surprise them.
Oh, don't get me with poison. Don't get me with poison.
Why is he not attacking?
He's on you.
Oh, I can't see my health for some reason. Oh, I'm at 6. Yeah, that health bar is not going to appear in-game. Oh, my little crosshair has disappeared as well. What's going on? See, the tank has a very powerful attack. We might need to rebalance some of this stuff a little bit.
Maybe. I think it's pretty balanced as long as I'm winning. Hey, Patch, what's up?
Come on,
Got
sprint,
you.
sprint, sprint.
Sprint to the cactus. Oh, this stupid witch gave me slowness.
Oh, yeah. Tank is... Oh, I just used up all 3 of my turrets. You're gonna win this.
As you can see, the tank can tank a lot of damage.
Like I said, basically what it says on the tin. Oh, you have a health potion too. I completely
forgot about that, didn't you? What you hear that noise right there is me pressing my spacebar really fast, because if you press the spacebar really fast, you go faster. Which people are going to exploit a lot.
I wish there was some way I could handle that. There's really... Oh. Yeah. In your fight against the tank, the engineer's best asset, I think, right now is the bow. But, of course,
yeah. If you run out of turrets and the bow, you're not beating the tank. Basically. Like, you might beat me right now if you just run in with your...
I did not see that because I have that turned off now. Yeah, okay, I have 10 shots. I have 10 shots left.
Chunks are not loading.
Oh, I lagged.
It's stupid.
I lagged.
I cannot get close to you.
Oh, that did a lot.
I have to, like, do that with...
I did not
Hey, you're up against the wall.
Oh,
you're gonna win.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Yes! I gotta have the heart left.
You have gotta be kidding me. Where are you?
Oh, that was fun. You're gonna kill me right away, aren't you?
I think that's pretty balanced.
That is. Because you almost beat me, and you have beat me before.
But you see, yeah, if you're not wearing the tank gear, you do get knocked back quite a bit.
Yeah, watch. Just hit me. Now, hang on. Let me heal, and then hit me with the punch bow.
That is really fast regen.
And what?
Hit you with the punch bow. The punch bow you go
punch
flying.
Bow. Yeah, holy crap. Like, you cannot get close to him when he has this bow.
Yeah, that's...
Oh, I did. He missed because he sucked.
Broke. The tank is a very good class for combating the engineer, I would say. And...
My personal favorite is the medic, but that's for another time.
Stuff to show them another day.
Yeah.
And speaking of which, we're at about 25 minutes now, Jake, so we should probably wind this down. I hope you've enjoyed this little sneak preview of the map. Obviously not too much to show right now.
Doesn't even have a name yet.
We just can't tell them. To you, for now, it's...
No, don't lie.
It's the TF2 project. Let's just leave it at that. So, Jake, do you want to do an outro together? Just look...
This has been Jake. See you in a bit.
Outros, my friend. Oh, you're worse than Mog Swamp.
Mog Swamp says I have a sexy voice.
That just proves how bad Mog Swamp is. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching part 1 of Let's Build an Adventure Map with Jake. And
Yeah.
we will see you again when we see you again. Bye.
Right. Goodbye.